Hello YouTube, WeskerGriff here, coming back with a second video. This video is going to feature vintage cards. I know I got a lot of guys on my channel who are really all about vintage. I like vintage myself, but 9 times out of 10 it's usually out of my price range. And I focus more on TTMs and in-person autographs than actually collecting vintage. But recently we've been cleaning up the basement and the garage, and my dad came across these cards. These cards are all my dad's, and we were just going through them, me and him and my brother, and we were looking at some of them. So I figure I'd share some of the cards that he had when he was younger, and I figured the older guys on my channel would really appreciate this type of video, especially since I do have a lot of card collectors who really enjoy this type of thing, and I enjoy it myself to look at vintage here and there. So I'm going to show some of the cards that are highlighted in this video. The first card I got here is a Chuck Estrada card. I know he signs TTM. I sent actually a TTM to him with this card because I had like 3 of these type of cards that was in the pile, so I should be getting that one back hopefully. Then I have Jerry Adair, another Orioles card. Here's a really old card, Dallas Green with the Phillies. This is not 1964 Topps, this is 1961 Topps, I think. The old, I'm sure a lot of people know what year that is. This is Don Hoke. This is 64 Topps. This is Art Mahaffey, which I got a TTM from about a couple of weeks ago. This is 1964 Topps, and you can see with these cards, it's there's dirt smudges on the card, and that's because these cards were, as I said, these were my dad's cards, and he had these when he was a kid, so obviously they're not going to be in the perfect condition. They've been around since 1964, so I think that's another reason why people really love vintage cards, especially if they're in great condition. It's because they've been around that long. It's almost like a piece of history. So the fact that some of these cards are in great condition, a lot of people are always amazed about that, because as I said, to go all that time without getting a ding or a dent or a crease is always kind of an accomplishment there. And next is Tony La Russa, when he was with the Kansas City Athletics back in that time. This card's actually in pretty decent condition. This is a really cool card. This is the 1963 National League RBI leaders. It features Hank Aaron, Bill White, and Ken Boyer. It's a really cool card. Philly fans will know who this man is, Ruben Amaro Sr., although at that time he just went by Ruben Amaro. His son is now the GM of the Phillies, a lot of people know about. And these are pretty cool cards. These are insert cards that are, there's a couple of them in here. It's from the World Series of that year when the Dodgers were playing the Yankees. And this one says LA takes 3rd straight. Then you have at the corner here, it says World Series, Game 3. Dodgers 1, Yankees nothing. That's pretty cool. And then on the back there, 1963 World Series Game 3, and as you can see, there's some smudges here and there. Because as I said, my dad had these when he was a kid. And then you have the final card of this insert set, the Dodgers Celebrate. Here's the 63 champs. They beat the Yankees that year. Then we have another Philly here, but he wasn't a Philly at the time, Jim Fergosi. He was the manager of the 93 team when he's with the Angels, really young looking there. Then we have another Don Hoke. We have a popular Philly here, Johnny Callison, outfielder. It's pretty cool. Then we have the late Gene Mauch, manager card, 64 Phillies. And Charlie Manuel is actually supposed to surpass him pretty soon in wins. Might not happen this year, might happen in the beginning of next year, but it's he, for a long time, Gene Mauch was the all-time managerial wins leader with the Phillies, and Charlie Manuel is going to pass him soon, so that's a big thing right there. Then we have a Robin Roberts. I think this is also 1961 Topps, though I could be wrong. Then we have Dallas Green here on a 1963. Different design, obviously, than the 64. Then Johnny Pesky, manager card. Pesky's Pole, 64. And I thought this was a really cool card. This is Tommy Aaron, the brother of Hank Aaron. And I never even knew he had a brother. Shows how much I know, but that was really, I thought that was really cool. Wonder if he signs DTM. He probably doesn't. Then we have another Philly here, Clay Dalrymple. This is cool. He was one of the best defensive catchers of his time. He was on the 1970 Orioles World Series team. Then we have Manny Mota when he was with the Pirates. Then this is probably one of the better cards in it. Juan Marichal, 64. As you can see, there are some dirt smudges on the card, but that doesn't matter to me. I think it's pretty cool, nonetheless. Then we have Boog Powell. It's really cool. He's at the Orioles game, so I might get him to sign this card, actually. And actually, I want to ask the older guys on my channel, if you get these cards signed, what should you get it signed with? Should it be Sharpie? Should it be pen, ballpoint? Because I'm really unsure how to get these type of cards signed. Because as I said, they're really old, and I don't want to experiment on a random card. So what's a good way to get these type of cards signed? That's what I'm asking. Cookie Rojas. I want to speed this video up. I'm going a little slow here. I thought this card was pretty unique. Chico Fernandez, but it's all pink background. I didn't know the cards were like that, and they didn't have insert. I don't think they had like special type of cards back then, but it's all pink. I don't know if it's supposed to be that way. Then we have Diego Segui. Then this is a really cool card. Koufax strikes out 15, World Series Game 1. Dodgers 5, Yankees 2. Sandy Koufax striking out 15 Yankees. And it has the box score on the back there. This card's actually in pretty damn good condition, considering the cards in the box. So those are just some of the cards I wanted to show you guys. And then I'll show you the three, in my opinion, probably the three best cards that I think are in here. Going with number 3. 1963 American League pitching leaders, Whitey Ford. The glare is pretty bad on here. Should not put it in a top loader. I think this video is going pretty long though. Then we got 1963 pitching leaders with Sandy Koufax, Juan Marichal, Warren Sapp, and Jim Maloney. It's a really cool card. Back here. And then this is probably the best base card in here, and this card is actually in really pretty damn good condition. Sandy Koufax, 1964 Topps. Corners are actually pretty good. That one's a little dented. These ones are a little worn. It's pretty damn good. So, because some of the cards in here, guys, are pretty messed up. Like, there was one card on here where the face was actually ripped out. I thought it was pretty funny. But, oh yeah, and then another cool thing that was in this. 1964 Philly schedule. Tasty cake. Down the back. So, pretty cool stuff. Just felt like sharing that. Hope you older guys who really appreciate vintage enjoyed this video. And thank you very much, guys. And please comment, rate, and subscribe. Okay, take care. Peace.